Good evening. Greetings from the Institute of Global Professional IGP. Greetings from the Institute of Global Professional IGP. Thank you all for joining us and staying with us to the end. Honorable Knowledge Seeker, today I am your host for the evening. My name is Badhun Das. I am from Bangladesh, dear Knowledge Seeker. I am proud to be associated with IGP. IGP is the Social and IS Certified International Educational and Training Institute. In last years, we already served 35 million plus Knowledge Seeker from 100 plus countries. IGP is internationally recognized and globally accredited. We are connected to more than 450 plus profession and 4,500 plus organization. Institute of Global Professional is an education institute that provides social work globally recognized and reportable. We serve student and community resource providing holistic social work and education. We believe that is not effective training case one skill just by offering formal education. So we provide effective training and consultation to generate proficient generation all over the world. We distribute our services locally, nationally, internationally to student, job seeker, job holder, and also for learner, the respective campus location and distance learning platform. We are an operational and dependable institute. IGP is one of the famous online institute from all over the world. Our vision is education is not a business product, it's a part of our human rights. Based on our vision, we are trying to reach all corners of the world for free webinar, seminar courses, award, quiz competition, mentoring, and counseling, etc. On the other side, we are also trying to offer more than 100 million services for free, like Redon Portfolio website, Resume Builder, cover letter, motivation letter, and all knowledge platform for gathering general knowledge which can upgrade all day. Kids learning game, website, free course, convert sites, and many more. We help to empower you to learn to meet their expectation and dream and become highly skilled people. We implement several training program, webinar, and offline online courses for youth and learner by professional trainer, speaker, and coaches. Our sessions are conducted by global linear professionals to develop all kind of youth and promote the education of their abilities and personality. Spreading knowledge is crucial for the state of global professional. We believe that knowledge is love and light and vision. So we try to understand the needs of today's generation and will serve them with research and practice method. We must have a genuine concept for the learner represent more diversity, growth, and innovation is required to lead a session with professionalism, passion, and integrity. As if members are committed to offering effective best quality service and continual improvement so that individuals who seek information can improve their skill level and value. Before we move to the next, let me remind don't forget to share, tag, and mention your friend in the comment box. The support is very valuable for us. Thank you. Before we move to the next, let me remind don't forget to share, tag, and mention your friend in the comment box. The support is very valuable for us. Thank you. Moving to the next, with your continuous support. We already completed 1,922 webinars successfully. Moving to the next, with your continuous support. We already completed 1,922 webinars successfully. Dear IGP speaker, participant, and well-wisher, at this moment, this is a very important message for you all. We change and design our website, www.eduigp.com. On this website, we have surprise for everyone. Hope you will be benefited. We already launched a new website where you can find all our previous activities together with lots of new features. But one strong point is that without an account login, you cannot enjoy our service. So create an account for once with profile information. Note that with profile information, you'll enjoy our feature. With mismatched data, you cannot do anything here. From now on, you have to participate in live quiz competition on our website. We replace slide. You have to join directly on our website. Now I can check all of our previous webinars with verified certificate. Now it's easier and time and because after the session, we will not provide you any code for certification. You have to take part in one exam. After that, if you pass, you will receive a certificate, otherwise not. But you can take part in an exam unlimited till you pass. If you're an IGP speaker, you can download all your previous certificate, speakership certificate. If you're a host of IGP, you can download a certificate of gratitude. If you're an online live quiz competition winner, you can download a certificate of participation. If you're selected for lifetime membership, then you can download a certificate of lifetime membership easily. Besides this, if you participate in an award function, which organized comments about with IGP, you can download it also. You can easily prepare download 80 times of certificate from our website is eliminated. Certificate of global professional membership, certificate of global influence in the pandemic, certificate of active knowledge seeker, certificate of social activities in the pandemic, certificate of achievement, IGP knowledge seeker in 2020, 2021, and 2022, certificate of participation webinar series 1, authentic assessment in teaching and learning, certificate of participation webinar series 2, teaching English as a foreign language and assessment, certificate of participation webinar series 3, digital classroom engagement tools, certificate of participation webinar series 4. The new trend in education certificate of participation webinar series 5, upper skill and leadership and management skills, certificate of participation webinar series 6, trend and innovation in mathematics education. Certificate of participation webinar series 7, research comprehension approach, certificate of participation webinar series 8, art in teaching and special programs are. Certificate of participation webinar series 9, 21st century turing teaching mathematics, certificate of IGP corporate ambassador, certificate of IGP campus ambassador, which you can prepare and download within a minute. From now on, you can participate in 1,000 plus international level quiz with verified certificate. Teaching tips for teacher, health tips for parents, health tips for teens, implication tools for teacher. You can join IGP Alumni. You can check out our Fitware Student Service website for free and many more. Dear IGP well-wisher who promised previously, but lack of technical problem, we are late sending on time. This is a great opportunity to collect your previous conditions. We solve problems from our website. Now you can enroll, reset password, everything, and check the route for all of the details. It's a cordial request to check all button and pages on our website. You like and still benefited. Thank you, but note that without an account or logged in, you cannot enjoy our service. At present, we are going to start our 1923 webinar, which name is Reflecting on Practice. And today our speaker's name is Dr. Shobik Ganguly. He's from India. Before I hand over the stage to our speaker, sir, I want to share a very little bit about him. Assistant Professor, Department of Electrical and Instrument Engineering, Thapar Institute of Engineering and Technology. Now, very important moment for me to invite our speaker to IGP with his presentation. Now, very important moment for me to invite our speaker to IGP with his presentation.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, sir.
So, should we start?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you so much. Uh, Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all the participants of IGP. Uh, we are going to share today's talk on reflecting on practice. We'll mostly talk in terms of educators, but there will be some other case studies as well. Myself, Dr. Shobik Ganguly, I'm serving as an assistant professor in the Department of Electrical and Instrumentation Engineering at Thapar Institute of Engineering and Technology situated in Patiala, India. So we'll talk about often it happens to somebody to reflect on certain experiences, and with those experiences, let me share my thoughts with you. Maybe it has been a part of your life or your life journey as well. So basically, when we are talking about some personal experiences, or when we are talking in terms of about some of our professional development, basically reflecting on practice is what experience that you are gaining from your personal or your professional front, and how you are able to examine that particular experience, or how you are making certain decisions about certain actions upon it, how you are working on it, that is reflecting on practice. So basically it will give you a deeper understanding of your experiences, and help to learn from them, gather experience from them, and make some informed decisions for future course of action. It may be related to your course that you are teaching. It may be related to your professional life as well. It may be related to any other personal experiences as well. So basically, we are going to talk about reflecting on practice in terms of what you are teaching in a class, on how is your experience, how is the feedback, based on which some experiences will share. But of course, we will talk about some of the experiences that are related to also personal experiences or other professional experiences that you may have. So basically, a structured process of thinking, or a deliberate process of thinking about analyzing one's own experience on one's own actions, whatever actions we have taken about that particular process, and making some decisions out of it. So that is basically what we define upon reflecting on practice, or reflection on practice. So, of course, we are having a thoughtful consideration of what has happened, why it has happened, and how it can be utilized for taking some future decision as well. Now, what is the self significance of this particular reflection that we are talking about when we are reflecting on practice? There is always some sort of personal development or some sort of professional development as well. It allows us to identify the areas where we can improve upon. Say, for example, I want to reflect on my communication, how I am delivering with you people, right? So, and what how will I reflect on it? Because if I go back to my house, if I look at the delivery completely, if I see the recording where I have paused a bit, where I have overlooked something, something of that sort. So it is obviously for the development of self, right? So this is once again for the professional growth or for your personal growth as well. You can look upon and reflect upon things. Then when I have looked out that there are certain drawbacks, I am making unnecessary pauses in my communication. I'm n- moving sometimes very fast with some slides, or sometimes I am not making my speech more interesting. So there are several aspects of communication that I can have in the delivery speed, in the delivery text, and how do I plan my presentation, whether there are any mistakes in my presentation or not, or things of that sort. And then, of course, if I am looking at myself, obviously I'll be taking some decisions, I'll be taking some outcomes. So these are my flaws. I have found that I have fumbled and so minutes, and making my presentation more effective, how we can engage the audience, because I'm not in direct touch with the audience when I'm presenting online with you. So it will be, of course, at the time that when we have delivered, there are some queries which I'm addressing, and that too, a one-sided addressing, of course. So you cannot directly interact with me on this platform, accepting through Facebook Live or accepting through YouTube Live. So there are certain demerits as well. So how can we engage the audience in such a way that they would be loving to listen to me as well? So this can be another important aspect that you can think of reflecting on. If you are delivering, if you are a public speaker, if you are communicating with the students, communicating with on online platforms or something of that sort, you can reflect on some of your decisions and how you can improve upon, and how you can effectively make a choice that will benefit me in future in terms of delivery. Say, for example, we are keeping this year as my topics are mostly non-technical, right? So I'll be trying to bring from technical background. I'll be liking to deliver certain talks next year, which will be absolutely technical. So how will I engage that technical persons? Because when we are engaging an audience of YouTube, or when we are engaging an audience of Facebook, so of course they may be from diversified backgrounds, they may not always be from the technical background. So what will happen in that case? How will I look into that matter? How will I make my presentation more engaging? How will I engage the audience in such a way that I can reflect upon? So these are two areas where you can work upon on self improving, be it in the personal front or be it in the professional growth. And of course, decision making will definitely improve upon, so for which we require to reflect upon. Now, we should come across, although we have been talking about reflecting on practice and what is the process exactly. So, first of all, we have to share or describe the situation, describe the experience that is being reflected upon. Say, for example, I want to take a feedback on my performance in my IGP webinars, or maybe that I'm teaching a particular undergraduate program this year, and I want to reflect upon that where are the areas where the students have failed to understand my teaching, or they have not delivered well on a particular topic. So how will I improve upon? So that is a reflection that I have to make on a detailed accounting of what has exactly happened, and depending upon which we can move on for the process and how we can improve upon. So next comes, first is the understanding of what has happened. So basically it's a narration of the experience, and now comes the analysis phase. In the analysis phase, the individuals must understand the experience, must examine the experience from multiple directions, and they should also consider the factors that has contributed to that outcome. Say, for example, I have taught, this is the same example, I found it just now. from my experience when I have taken the live performance, laboratory performance of some students, of some undergraduate students. What I experienced that there is a particular chapter called magnetic circuit, which students have not been able to recollect well, or they are not able to interpret that how should I constitute the magnetic circuit. So in that case, what I found that I took a class that was not scheduled, and I took the class in the evening. So plenty of persons were not attending that particular class in the evening hours. I took an extra class, and that persons are not able to understand from the lecture notes or from the materials that has been provided or from the class notes which the students have attended. They were not able to uh, reflect upon or understand properly that particular topic, so which has to be covered. So this is my reflection which I have able to analyze. I have thought that I have done well, satisfactorily well, and I have taught that particular concept very clearly. But due to lack of attendance on that particular lecture and that particular focus on that particular topic was not been there from the student perspective, and they are not able to reflect upon, or they're not able to produce them or develop that corresponding circuit when I'm asking them questions on that particular topic. But that was an experiment they have performed. They're able to do well with the experiment, but they were not able to reflect upon when I'm going for the theoretical background of that particular topic. So there are several factors that can be contributing to that particular outcome. I may be carried away by emotions, but it is actual experience which the students are facing. They are not able to understand the topic. It is a fault, of course, of the student that they have not come to the doubt clearing sessions as well. They have not attended any doubts. They have not asked me any doubts. It was a one-way traffic, and I had to also complete the remaining two chapters in a hurry, so that I didn't ask even, or I didn't take some 10 minutes, 15 minutes time before going to the next class, that let us recall that particular topic. So this is the experience, this is the analysis which I am making. Okay, so we are talking about their experience, and we are finally landing at that there is, this is the reason why we are not able to, the students are not able to deliver the necessary outcome that was required from that particular process. Now comes the evaluation phase, which we have already gone through. We have found that we have to take into account the positives and the negatives of the experience. Say, for example, we have understood that they have not actually been taught at a regular class. We had engaged an extra class, and due to the engagement of the extra class, they may not have been able to reflect upon. They are not being able to perform well during their viva voce. So we have to look into that, what went well and what could be done to do it differently. Of course, this is one particular reflection I am telling. There may be plenty, there may be plenty of chapters as well where students will be working on reflecting uh, on different aspects of the course I am teaching, right? So this is one particular option which I have recently experienced, and it is happening for all the three or four groups which I have taken. So I have 8 different groups. So already four I am experiencing that if I ask a question on a magnetic circuit, and if I want to give it on an extempore, they are not able to reflect upon. So first phase is understanding the experience or narrating the experience. Second, what we are reflecting upon, first of all, and then we have to analyze that why it has so happened, and how is the process, what is the negative aspect of the experience, what is the positive aspect of that experience, what went well or what could be done in a different way so as to improve upon. So, of course, there may be some positives, there may be some, uh, and then we can draw certain conclusion that conclusion is that students have not followed my lecture at all, because they were not able to make a coordination between the handouts being provided or the class notes that have been taken by few students. They have been not being able to track of those lessons, and they have not learned the things properly before appearing for the YOC. So, what lessons have I learned from that particular experience, or what can these lessons be uh, that I can apply in the future? So, what is the new trick that I need to implement upon in future so that the students are able to analyze the magnetic circuits, both series as well as parallel magnetic circuits, in a proper fashion? So, of course, there will be reflections from every angle, every part of your life. It can be some personal experience, it can be from your teaching experience, it can be from your professional experience as well. I've just given you one particular example. Now, how would I reflect upon what is my experience, or how will I reflect upon my experience, right? So, there are different methods by virtue of which we can effectively reflect upon my experience. So we can have a journaling of the experience. We can record our thought processes, we can record our experiences, and we can find out a structured way by virtue of which we can reflect upon. So, this is one of the ways by virtue of which we can reflect upon our experiences. So, journaling or noting down the experiences or recording the experiences, recording our thoughts in a structured fashion to engage or to get involved in the reflection process. This is one of the things that you may come across. Of course, you can take from feedback is we can engage with my peers. I can talk to my peers, I can talk to my senior professors or any other mentors associated. I can ask my colleagues as well that how did I uh, whatever bad experience I had. So they can tell me also that what are the different perspectives or insights they can give on that particular topic, so that the students in future do not falter upon on a particular topic. So feedback is of course essential. Even talking to colleagues or talking to mentors or talking to peers also can help sometimes. So this is the second method that we are talking about for effective reflection. First is the record, and I think the record should be made in terms of journaling. And second, that we can engage in some dialogue. We can discuss the things in some teachers meeting. We can take feedback from the students, from others as well, regarding the depth of the reflection. We can do a SWOT analysis as well: strength, weakness, opportunities, and threat analysis if it is required. Sometimes it may be required for professional front, and it is a appropriate way of assessing one's own experiences. So we can have a balanced consideration of both the positive aspects. What are my strengths? What are my weaknesses? Even I'm talking about this particular lecture, we can also always have a SWOT analysis, or strength, weakness, opportunities, and threat analysis of my deliveries at IGP as well. So I can reflect upon my own way of delivering, right? So what are my strengths? Where do I express, where I get carried away, or sometimes I'm more emotional or something of that sort? And what are the opportunities that you have based on uh, based on my experiences of sharing my deliveries with you? And what are the threats ahead, right? So short analysis is another important thing. So journaling, we discussed journaling as the first step to effective reflection. The second step was talking to some peers, mentors, colleagues, or sometimes to get some new perspectives of the teaching process, and also getting some new insights, because I may not be always be able to reflect on my practice, right? some other people or some feedback from some others, from students, can be a better perspective, or give you better insights on the reflecting process. SWOT analysis already discussed. It is one of the most important or structured approach by virtue of which we can assess one's experiences in personal or professional front. Now, where will you apply this reflecting on practice or reflection on practice, whatever we call it? Field of education, of course, just as I told you, I have given a case study of myself reflecting upon that a chapter has been taught in a hurry, and there was no post engagement of the doubts, or there was no initiative also from the student perspective that they should come up with their doubts or something of that sort. They should understand each and every part. They are not referring that particular textbooks, any other textbooks, or any other reference material to understand that particular topic. Although I've shared a quick video, YouTube video, to look at that particular topic and understand, in order to understand that particular magnetic circuit part. So of course it will help us definitely to improve our teaching methodology, and it will enhance more student learning as well. So in the field of education, of course, we can have reflection on practice based on the experiences that we have, how we can reflect upon, and how we can get into the things. Each and every topic, you can take any experience, you can take any new innovative techniques that you have adopted in your classroom, whether it has been a hit, or whether you can take it in a positive way, you can take it in a new perspective, that you have taught the things and that did not work well or something of that sort, you can always look upon and always reflect on. Another important aspect that case study you can have of healthcare professionals who can reflect upon their evaluation on the patient care. They can identify their areas for improvement and also ensure patient safety at the same time. So this is another example. You can take those who are from the medical background, or those who are involved with the healthcare industries. They may think about reflecting their experiences in patient care. They can identify the areas where they can improve upon, or a hospital or a nursing home, something of that sort they can improve upon, and finally ensuring the safety of the patients as well. Another reflection that you may think of is your in business as well as in leadership roles. So, of course, when we are discussing any aspect of decision making, or increasing or elevating our leadership skills, and of course, drive our way through organizational success, we can always reflect upon. So, this is another area. Those who are from the business uh, point, business managers, or managers in the industries, they can how well they can uh, reflect upon and make some informed decisions, and that will enhance their leadership skills, that will drive their way to uh, organizational success as well. So let us talk about some merits, of course, on reflection on practice. So it will create a self awareness of what we are doing, what we are experiencing. It is basically assessing your one's own experience. So how we can self improve, how we can become self aware, that what are the things while you are discussing with your students, or your industry people, or something of that sort, what lacuna you have, that can always be improved upon, that can always be reflected upon. Or whether you are taking certain decision based on certain experiences, how deeper understanding that you have about the experience, that is also equally important. Otherwise you will be able to make very bad decisions basically. So informed decision making is another merit that you can uh, look at from reflecting from practice. uh, if you start looking at finding out the flaws in each and every experience, of course it will be time consuming. Of course, if you are doing short analysis for each and every experience that you have, it will be even you may be running in short of time. So it should be done very thoroughly. So you can pick up at least one or two areas where you can improve upon, and reflecting on it practice will definitely. Sometimes you are passionate about your teaching or your professional career, and sometimes you make get more emotional, get more attached, or there may be some past failures or some challenging experiences that may hinder you from succeeding. So you may be emotionally drained out as well. So these are possible demerits. Time consuming thing is there definitely. Of course, when we are reflecting on each and every experience, it will be sometimes be time consuming at certain times. So basically, we are winding up today, and with the discussion that what are my concluding remarks, or what are the key takeaways from this webinar that we have attended. First of all, reflecting on practice is a structured process of thinking. So we are not only thinking, but we are also analyzing our experiences, making some decisions, right? Taking some actions, remedial actions, or something of that sort. So it involves both narrating or records, keeping records of the experiences, analyzing upon it, and finally evaluating it and concluding, making certain important conclusions from it as well. Apart from that, we talked about some of the techniques that can be effective to narrate or to keep records of the experiences, which we call as journaling. We can share and discuss and take feedback from the different stakeholders, from the different peers, colleagues, sometimes from your mentors, sometimes from your seniors, and also perform SWOT analysis as well. So these are the three popular techniques for reflecting upon practice. Apart from that, you can apply it in education. This we have discussed already with you people taking a case study of mine, and we can also always apply it in healthcare industries, in businesses and other domains as well. So of course, self-awareness, or I should say rather self-improvement, and making informed decisions are important aspects that we talked about on reflection. And of course, there are safety considerations reflecting on emotionally challenging experiences sometimes can be but time consuming as well. So these are some of the key takeaways from today's lecture on reflecting on practice. It is a very short duration lecture, of course, I can understand, but uh, with this, let me wind up today's session on reflecting on practice, and we can exchange our thoughts on certain ideas that the participants may discuss with me during the session. So, over to IJP, of course, for any sort of discussion, any sort of queries on the aspects related to reflecting on practice. And of course, when we are talking about reflecting on practice, we are talking about in different perspectives. I have shown you, or I have discussed with you one perspective. You can discuss with your peers, your colleagues on whichever industry you are working at, and you can reflect upon practice on any aspect, but do not make too much reflection on practice so that it can be really time consuming. So where you need an informed decision, or where you need to take any corrective action, for which you can reflect upon definitely. So with this, I can hand you over to IGP for any questions, any queries from the participants. So I'd expect some good number of participation. I can see it from the chat window that there are several persons who are talking about working on reflection in business, in leadership, in education as well. So expecting some good number of questions as well. Thank you so much. And once again, thanks IGP for giving me this honor to speak upon, to deliver upon reflecting on practice, because any reflection that we may talk about can start from the personal experiences that we have or the professional experiences that we face, and even from different angles like education, like businesses, and also healthcare industries as well. Thank you so much once again for IGP for giving me this opportunity to speak on such a wonderful platform with such a delightful audience. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir, for a rich content presentation which can impact our knowledge seeker surely. After your presentation, I hope our knowledge seeker can learn something new which was our only intention. Learn and grow together, IGP knowledge seeker. Once again, thank you so much, sir, for your presentation. Now, sir, it's time for our question answer session, which is the one more valuable part of our regular webinar. Honorable sir, please stay with us. After a short video, we will back in our session part 2, which is the question answer part. Dear IGP knowledge seeker, please ask your question in the comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. Thank you. After question answer, we have a webinar certification and online quiz competition. Dear IGP knowledge seeker, please ask your question in the comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. Thank you. After question answer, we have a webinar certification and online quiz competition. Welcome back, sir. Welcome back to our participant. Dear IGP knowledge seeker, please ask your question in the comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. Thank you. After question answer, we have a webinar certification and online quiz competition. Dear IGP knowledge seeker, please ask your question in the comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. Thank you. After question answer, we have a webinar certification and online quiz competition. So our first question is from Luti. How do I use my approach to developing personal relationship to form professional connection?
I think we had been talking about our professional growth. We have been talking about our personal growth. Uh, See, for example, whatever experiences your life you are having in your professional career or in your personal career, you can definitely involve your peers. You can involve your colleagues, and you can involve your mentors as well. You can involve your parents as well, because if it's a personal matter, of course you can involve your parents and your relatives to work upon and help you to reflect upon if you are not able to reflect upon your experiences or your professional career. You can talk to your colleagues, you can talk to your peers, you can talk to your mentors as well, you can talk to your supervisor or boss or whatever way. And this is how you develop your skills to make certain informed decisions, certain positives or certain negatives about your experiences that you had. Because you have not mentioned about any other experience, so we have to take it in a general way to explain you. And this is how you develop with your colleagues some personal connections, some professional connections in the process as well. So had you been better elaborating the experiences that you have, that would have been better for me to understand and then reflecting upon. Otherwise you can use a SWOT analysis. If you are doing it in professional career, you can do a SWOT analysis always to work upon. And you can even look at other experiences that you should try to analyze the situation, try to evaluate the situation, and definitely try to work upon your negatives. And definitely it is how you can take regular feedbacks from your peers, from your colleagues, and definitely this will help you to improve further as well. So this is the way by virtue of which you can build your professional relationships, professional connections. What you mean to say from your question? Thank you so much, man.
Thank you so much, sir, for your answer. Sir, again, question from Lutin. What habit have I developed that encouraged me to challenge my complacency?
Of course, you have to definitely come up with a mindset. It's all about mindset that you need to come up with to accept the negatives in you, or accept the negatives of your personal experience or your professional experience. And taking feedback will not only help, but we have to work upon the feedback. That will definitely you have to practice. Say, for example, we do practice regularly on a regular basis, not at the end of the semester or between the semesters or between the classes. We also discuss with the students that what kind of feedback or what kind of learning strategy that they like to adapt, or something of that sort, so that you can challenge yourself on that basis, and you can improve upon. Always there is a room for improvement, but you have to accept the you have to accept your negatives. That's most important. You have to change your mindset to accept the criticism about you as well. Thank you so much, man.
Thank you so much, sir, for your answer. Sir, there is no more questions from our participants. So once again, thank you so much, sir, for your time in IGP. We have learned a lot from you with new topic. It will add some value to our day-to-day activity along with our academic and professional growth. Honorable sir, hope to see you again with a new topic and a new date. Thank you, sir. Take care.
Bye bye.
Dear IGP Knowledge Seek is time for the webinar certification process, the most attractive and powerful part of our regular webinar. After a short video, we will start our webinar certification. After webinar certification, we have an online quiz competition and quiz certification. Dear IGP Knowledge Seek is time for the webinar certification process, the most attractive and powerful part of our regular webinar. After a short video, we will start our webinar certification. After webinar certification, we have an online quiz competition and quiz certification. Certification process. Visit www.eduigp.com. Please make sure you presence on our website. Find a running session and get enrolled. After watching completing part 1, move to the next with the learning test, passing mark 80%. If pass, back to the course again to download the certificate. If you retake the quiz, download the certificate in PDF or JPG. For your attention, I'm going to share the procedure again. Visit www.eduigp.com. Please make sure you presence on our website. Find the learning session and get enrolled. After watching completing part 1, move to the next with the learning test, passing mark 80%. It passed back to the course again to download the certificate. If failed to retake the quiz, download the certificate in PDF or JPG. Dear IGP Knowledge, it is time for the most engaging part of this webinar, which is an online quiz competition, which is a regular webinar activity. We change a few process for online quiz competition. Note that after like no one can participate. Now time for the online quiz competition. To join the online quiz competition properly, please follow my instruction carefully. Now time for the online quiz competition. To join the online quiz competition properly, please follow my instruction carefully. Visit www.eduigp.com and sign up or sign in. Without this, you cannot join live quiz competition anymore. Browse the live quiz button or given link, find the session name and join with your logged browser or user account. Click join and wait for a few minutes for others to join. Enjoy an online live quiz competition. After the quiz, we will issue certificate for top 10 as previously, which you can find on official Facebook page and group Institute of Global Professional. After a short video, we will start our quiz session. 18 people are going to start our quiz session right now. First question is Bao Kiang and Walker's model contain three stages of reflecting on practice. Is it true or false? Option 1 is the right answer and 57% people are right here. Our second question is this model emphasizes the importance of feeling and emotion in reflecting on practice. Is it option 1 or option 2? Option 2 is the right answer. 88% people are right here. Our third question is this thinking is issued by OTS when planning, conducting, and reflecting on practice. Is it option 1 or option 2? Option 1 is the right answer. 47% people are right here. Our next question is the patient practitioner relationship include critical reflecting on practice to increase self-awareness. Is it true or false? Option 1 is the right answer. 100% people are right here. Our next question is Brookfield suggests that when reflecting on practice, a teacher should look at the issue though how many lenses. Is it option 1 or option 2? Option 2 is the right answer. 56% people are right here. Our next question is making clear instructional goal, adapting instruction of student needs, and reflecting on practice are all related to. Is it option 1 or option 2? Option 2 is the right answer. 64% people are right here. Our next question is reflecting on your practice involves. Is it option 1 or option 2? Option 2 is the right answer. 82% people are right here. Our eighth question is what does reflecting on teaching practice means? Is it option 1 or option 2? Option 1 is the right answer. 94% people are right here. Our second last question of the session is reflecting on teaching practice is about. Is it option 1 or option 2? Option 1 is the right answer. 93% people are right here. Our last and final question of the session is reflecting on instructional practice and evaluating their effectiveness. Is it option 1 or option 2? Option 1 is the right answer. 100% people are right here. Congratulations to our online quiz competition in the top 10. Congratulations again. We will take a few minutes for finalizing the result. After that, we will issue our online quiz competition certificate on official Facebook page and group Institute of Global Professional. Congratulations to our online quiz competition in the top 10. Congratulations again. We will take a few minutes for finalizing the result. After that, we will issue our online quiz competition certificate on official Facebook page and group Institute of Global Professional. Congratulations to our online quiz competition in the top 10. Congratulations again. We will take a few minutes for finalizing the result. After that, we will issue our online quiz complete certificate on official Facebook page and group Institute of Global Professional. At the end of our session, we can say properly feed your skill, never stop learning. Cause life never stop teaching us. Be happy, stay safe. See you again and again. We want your participation in every program. If you want to live a happy life, try to go on the people of things. Albert Einstein. Before I saw hit the like button. Again, want to thank all IGP knowledge seekers for your active participation as well as see you again in the next session. Thank you.